Well, these are important topics for the long-term performance of Italian assets and BTPs in particular. As of now, however, it looks like the new government will enjoy a very broad support. So in terms of starting and being able short-term to start implementing action, that should be a reassuring message for markets. And then we have the issue of how long this will remain in place and how strong and decisive the action will be. But as of now, the premises look good.
If you look at the performance, say, of Italian bond yields, BTP versus German bonds, the spread has narrowed in a lot over the course of the last couple of weeks and really accelerated last week on the Draghi announcement. Do you think that all the good news is priced in at this point, or does the trade have further legs?
No, I think there is much further room to go. And the reason why I say so is last week, the price action was looking mostly driven by futures. So fast money coming in the market and exploiting the good news. And then we will probably have more long-term investors also joining the flows in the market. Particularly, one interesting thing is foreign investors are still relatively light position in the market. And if the conditions and the outlook in terms of domestic politics, for example, becomes more encouraging, or I would say it becomes as encouraging as last week, there is room for these flows to materialize. And as foreign investors rejoin the market, this should provide further tailwind to BTPs.
Luca, the market's clearly cheering the prospect of Mario Draghi taking the helm, and a lot of political analysts weighing in saying that he is the best man for the job. But we haven't actually heard a great deal around his policy agenda or what type of Italy he really sees moving forward. What are the sort of key things that you're looking out for or expecting should Mario Draghi take the helm?
Well, the key, one of the most important issue right now is how to use and deploy the resources coming from the next generation plan. That's going to be probably one of the top priorities, especially for investors. Aside for this, I mean, he comes from a role where he's been managing monetary policy, but at the same time pointing out that the relevance of fiscal policy also becoming of support. So as long as he continues along this line, which is what he's been saying during his last period as a president of the ECB, this should be enough to address one of the most important priorities of the countries, which is keeping fiscal policy going, particularly as long as the pandemic is still out there, in such a way that the demand is supported well enough.